We're here. We are coming on to talk about Dad Day today and values and what values were instilled in us as kids. So we just spent 3 days, 2.5 days on a values-based living retreat here at Coreen's place in Calgary. And we really want to end the time celebrating, sitting here having a drink on the back patio. And since it's Father's Day, we wanted to talk about values and reflect a little bit about the different values that were instilled in us from our dads. And how this came about is a friend of ours, Lissa, posted a video and tagged us in it from Matthew McConaughey talking about his values.
Yeah.
And what his dad instilled in him as a kid. And that was really, really cool to hear. And we're excited. We're like, people are talking about, people besides us are talking about values.
Yeah.
And so thanks, Lissa, Little Light Healing, for posting that for us. That was great. And we'll probably put a link, actually, to the video below if you want to see, if you want to know what Matthew McConaughey's values are from his dad. But it got us thinking about ours.
Yeah.
And then we were like, it's Father's Day so soon.
Yep.
Let's talk about it.
Absolutely. It's Father's Day today.
It's Father's Day
So-
literally today.
Happy Dad's Day to all the dudes out there who are doing a good job either being a dad or being influences or just male presence in some little humans' lives.
Yeah.
Doing good work.
Exactly. So what value, if you had to pick one, was instilled in you from your dad as a kid?
Right. So my dad was a really funny guy. Humor was absolutely pivotal in the way he interacted with life, the way he communicated, the way he had relationships, and absolutely that is so present in who I am, how I show up, how I interact with people, how I make connections with people. And I know that's where it came from. I remember him very clearly, like deconstructing how to be funny in a way that was really like exciting and insightful, where he taught me how to build an inside joke and how to be sarcastic without hurting people. It was just like innate in everything he did, and it is a huge part of who I am and how I get through life. Like if it's dark but I can laugh at it, I can survive it. If it's a way to make a fast connection with someone, to make like a witty joke, and now they're on the inside with me, and now we have a deeper connection than had we just made conversation about the weather.
Bonding through humor.
Exactly. And when it doesn't happen, that's okay. They're not my people. But when it does happen, and all of a sudden there's like, oh yeah, you're mine, right?
Like you lock eyes and you're like,
That is witty.
I see
You are
you.
witty. I am also witty. Let's be witty together. And
So
then we go from there.
Tell me one of his hilarious
So
dad
many
jokes.
dad jokes, and like classically dad jokes too. Like, I'd be like, Dad, I feel like ice cream, and he'd lean over and like pinch my arm and be like, no, you feel like Coreen.
Classic dad joke.
Yeah, exactly. Dad. And then one of his favorites that I have started to use with my daughter accidentally, and I didn't even realize it until I'd done it. I'm like, oh my God, that's what my dad was. I would say, Dad, I'm really trying. And he would reply, he's very British. My dad passed when I was 12, so I speak about him in the past tense. He's very, very British. And he would say, yes, you are very trying. And I didn't get it at first, but now I see you, Dad.
I see what you did there.
There's times when my little is like, I'm trying. And I'm like, yes.
Yes, you are.
And it totally, British in my head, you're very trying.
Oh, I love
You gotta laugh your way
Yeah.
through life, man. And he gave me an incredible coping mechanism, and just, yeah, I really honor that about him. I'm so grateful and appreciative.
And I see that in you, actually. The humor is really present and there, and really diffuses situations situations, and like even the like having mediated together, you and I see that in our mediations. In conflict, nothing clears the air like a well-timed joke.
Yeah.
It really just lightens things up and reminds people it's actually not that serious. You guys.
We can figure this out.
Yeah.
We're all humans. Oh, yeah. I forgot that for a second.
Oh, yeah, right.
I thought you were a cartoon villain. My mistake.
I'm good to continue now.
Yeah. Well, it was the twirly mustache. That's what made you think I was a cartoon villain. That's why.
Did you have a curly mustache?
I did.
Party in your mediation?
I always bring one to my mediation.
Yeah. That's another video. That story.
Yeah, your party tricks.
Okay, so my dad, not so much on the humor, but he had this sense of practicality that was just embedded everywhere, and not in a way that he would sit me down and say, okay, here's something you need to know, kid, about life. It's very important to be practical, but it was instead in his actions. And so from tiny things like, you know, in the summertime camping, I'm from northern Alberta, and going Saskatoon picking. We wouldn't buy like a Saskatoon picking basket that looked all beautiful and was very like
Instagram worthy.
Yeah, trendy and all. It would be like, where's the ice cream bucket that was used most recently or that's been tumbling around in the back of the camper?
Yeah.
Where's the nearest roll of twine? Wrap it around your waist and tie it up, and we're good to go.
Yeah.
It was much more important that it worked, and it worked well, than it looked good, or anyone had any sort of, or it had some sort of status around how it looked.
Yeah.
And things like fixing cars and stuff like that. Like the first car that I bought myself, I went into the dealership, and it was used, but it was like not so used. Up till then, it had been like, what's the least amount of money that I can spend on this vehicle? I know it has issues, but at least it gets me from A to B. This was like, okay, time to actually go into a dealership, ask for what I want, and get a car that I actually like and can rely on and enjoy. And still, I went bare bones with the stuff that I was looking for and asking from the dealer. Like, I don't need it to have any sort of fancy electronics. I actually don't want it to have any of that nonsense.
Right.
I want it to be cheap. I want it to get me from A to B. I want it to be the color car that's going to have the least likely for me to get pulled over by the cops.
Yeah.
Like, what's the most safe color of car? That's what I want. I want the least hassle. Like, practicality woven in everywhere. And the biggest frill was, like, power windows.
Oh, dang, girl.
Fancy power windows. and the dealer, after telling, this is just, I don't care about that thing. I don't care about that thing. And I actually mean it. He finally just was like, oh, okay, you
super mean this.
Are prioritizing practicality here over everything else. And it was a good choice. I still love my car.
Yeah.
But that's from Dad.
Yeah.
Loud and clear, and yeah, in that way, it's present everywhere. And now I balance that actually with other values that I've built and cultivated myself, and so I might prioritize aesthetics and beauty and convenience as well
alongside. Right.
But still, the go-to is practicality.
Yeah.
What do I actually need to survive? And then from there, frivolity has room.
Has a place. Yeah. And it's so funny with these values that we get from our parents is that they can be so unconscious and so like there. And the ones that we've picked are values that we value, that we are pleased to have in our lives and happy to honor. And we get to choose which values we continue on, and these are ones that we know that work for us in our lives, guide us well, and we're happy to honor where they came from. And if they were unconscious ones, then we can choose again. We get to make conscious decisions about what kind of things we prioritize, what kind of things motivate us into actions. And we can choose again. But these ones are great ones to honor our papas and tip our hats and be like, well done, sirs.
Yes. Thanks, Dad, for giving me that.
Yeah.
And about being conscious about it. That is the ticket. Otherwise, I might be saying to myself, I love that car, but I can't get it.
Yes.
That fancy, beautiful car. I couldn't.
Maybe like I don't deserve it, or
It wouldn't be right somehow
Yeah.
to buy that.
And I don't know why.
Right.
But when we can bring it up into the light and be like, we are choosing this kind of car because we have a value of function, efficiency, practicality. And we honor that choice, and we think we're making good choices. Yeah. And also, if we wanted to get some heated seats, that wouldn't be terrible either, because warm bums are nice.
Yeah. Yep. I'm going to bring my dad's values, but I also have permission to add my own and make it my own.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so it would be really cool to hear from other folks about what values were instilled in you as a kid from your dad or your sort of masculine caretaker, and to celebrate Dad Day. So comment about what values were instilled in you and sort of how that shows up in your life would be really cool. It would also be really cool to see a video. So if you want to post your own Facebook Live, or you want to just post a video and then tag us, do that, because we would love to get to see your version of what was instilled in you as a kid.
What do you guys think? It would be also great if you liked this and shared it with your friends. Subscribe to the notifications. Push all the buttons. Do the things.
Push all the buttons, please.
We'd like to see you again.
Yeah. And then you'll see when we do post again. You'll be in the loop. Okay, so with that, happy Dad Day. Happy celebrating the end of our big, long, brainstorming, exciting, values-based weekend.
Dreaming big. Dreaming big things.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been good.
Hope you all have a really good Dad Day. Bye.